has a bunch of great stuff, and he got a couple of things. Of course,
find him on Instagram.
Yeah, he's on Instagram. The ones you love, comics and toys.
He's got a nice mix of stuff, and he's got a lot of interesting golden age pieces too. That's and he's pretty fair. We like dealing with him.
Yeah, we like dealing with people that's.
Look at that jet. Yeah, see, it's just cool. I love that stuff. Stuff you don't normally see. Stuff you don't normally see.
Yeah. So, but we are at the Atlanta Comic Convention. Just opening, so it's not too bad just yet. I've bought from him before. He's pretty reasonable too.
Planet of the Apes.
Oh, look at the Kung Fu one. Yeah, at the very top, under the TNT. You see it?
I think so.
Yeah, he got some good prices too.
There's your Superman versus Muhammad Ali.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorites. I love that book.
That ain't the one you wanted?
We got a couple of toys. I got the great pumpkin Charlie Brown. All toys are $20. Everything is 20% off. All wall books. Oh, they got the Iron Man drug alcohol cover.
That ain't cheap.
Thank God I got mine already.
Got the 150 on it. Oh, Fat Flash.
Where do you see that at? Oh yeah. Whoa.
Monster Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Is that number 3?
They don't understand that.
I bet you I don't have that one because it says 150 on it. I got a bunch. I'm almost finished with that run actually. Oh, look at the girls, my love over there.
Well, and the thing was, it's all in perspective. It's like I was telling you.
I'll scoot down some.
Come down in price.
There's some fairy tale parades you don't see.
Oh yeah.
Doctor Who and the Daleks. I love it when you see stuff that doesn't normally come up.
Yeah. G-Man, Double Detective, Black Book Detective.
There's that Predator cover you like.
Yeah.
Red Predator. Red cover. Blue Predator.
Yeah. This red Predator right there. I do like that
From the
cover.
first Dark Horse series.
Yeah, I do like that. Invincible. That's about to start coming back on Amazon. Vintage comics. So we got some stuff here. Back it up so you can see. A lot of these. These Ivanhoes. Rocky and Bullwinkle. Yeah.
There's one on Heroes.
Bunch of Hanna-Barbaras. So, Charlton's. Ooh, look at these suspense.
I'm not saying what's great.
And Atlas Comics. Oh, back here. Atlas, Journey in the Mysteries.
This guy over here has
Charlton.
Some Journey in the Mysteries. So you got a lot of
It's a
stuff.
graded book, so.
That's neat. That's actually really clean for a Charlton.
Yeah.
Look at that.
You can find them every so often.
Yeah, but when you see them, Doomsday Plus One, I mean, it's a couple of ticks, but those are really clean for Charlton Comics.
Yeah. Of course, there's always Archie.
Yeah. Archie's awesome.
Archie's full of garbage.
Oh, no.
Oh, look at a Silver Surfer. That's a nice one. The Silver Surfer there. Oh, House of Hammer. I think this is that Dave's out of Fayetteville over here. You got some big ones up here at the top.
And I love what they're doing. There's the space. That's the first appearance of the set. And then I have the Juggernaut. In a 3.
The great detail in some of the artwork on those. Warbirds. GI front. Yeah.
It's not what you think. You think all this stuff.
This hodgepodge here.
Yeah, bunch of toys here.
All over the place.
Kind of on it here.
Yeah, just sort it out, figure it out.
Grab a print.
Yep.
Yeah, if you want some toys, you might find something. Oh, this is my group right here.
Let me ask you a question, speaking of that. So I got cats.
Yeah, I want that Green Lantern right there. The one with the guy laying down, except Hal Jordan laying down.
Somebody put that old
The
tape over it.
275.
Tape on it.
One of the ones that I
I know it's terrible because it changes the whole period.
How you doing?
Good. I didn't think you guys were going to be here.
We make it to everywhere.
You're welcome. You have some kind of show or something.
I'll come back.
Okay. Look around. We'll be here.
No, it was something yesterday.
Something going on. They sure are busy right there.
We got a lot of cards and stuff too, so you know people like cards. Oh wow, look at this guy. This one here with the guy and the little boy. See it?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Pop by magazine.
Yeah. He used to usually have a lot of good stuff. We bought from him before too. Yeah.
Let me know if I can show y'all something.
Sure. Oh, look at the Wonder Woman. Over here, see the Wonder Woman on with the 3 people, 2 guys. I mean.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Black Magic. Oh, why is that Black Magic so much? Oh, look at that Commander. Let's see who this is. This is, Heroes. I think they're out of North Carolina. Oh, they got that Spider-Man I want. See, they got the Spider-Man on.
Let me take that one out for you.
Wouldn't it be great if you got the damn
see Spidey comics.
Yeah, the Beast. Oh, 2 Beasts. The Dead Man.
He's the Creeper.
I have that one. Oh, I like that Fantastic Four with Dr. Doom on it. That's a nice cover. On the end.
Dr. Doom's one of their best villains. In comic continuity.
Yeah. I bought from this guy before. He's pretty good too. Work with you. It's a good prices.
Son of Satan.
Oh, look at a Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
I don't want to get one free. You know what?
That's what you do. You double the price and you make it buy one for free.
No, that's
Oh, I know.
Oh, look at that one. The Negan.
Yeah.
All of the covers go together. It looks good when you set it side by side.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, just picked that up.
And at least you got it nice and labeled.
Yeah. That
Made
helps.
easy.
That helps a lot.
It does. Oh, look at Michael Jackson. See the Michael Jackson?
Yes,
Right
Clip
there.
Comics. That would be Captain E.O. based on the theme park ride.
Oh, okay.
And it was the only way that you could see the video at the time.
I remember that.
Yeah.
You saw the video at the end or something?
Yeah. He had like a 16. When he did his own, he did like ultra long music
Yeah.
videos that you didn't see in mainstream.
Yeah. With Jonah Hex. I'm collecting with Jonah Hex. I'm collecting everything. All right, we got 2 more.
Hand me the stack.
You got a count going?
Yes.
And what am I at?
104 plus whatever these are.
Living Mummy. The first appearance of Living Mummy, Superman.
Oh, yeah. I see it.
That's right.
I'll be able to go home after this.
Okay, now we're outside. And look at that House of Mystery. Can I see that House of Mystery again? Up one
Up
more
one.
row. Yeah, right there.
Mystery, yes.
Yeah, House of Mystery.
Oh, that one's signed.
Yeah, this one is signed by Neil Adams. That's a nice one.
It's always kids.
It's always some kids in
Where's
that
the, I
dog.
don't see the dog though.
Yeah.
It's Mark.
Yeah, Mark and his. Oh, look at this one.
Mark's a nice guy.
Yeah, Mark does a lot of.
Yeah. He does the art. He does the T-shirts for this show.
Yeah, like this one.
Like this one. He did this.
Hey.
How you doing?
Hi, how's it going?
Hey, how are you?
Wonderful.
Good.
Feel free to flip through any of them. Take a look. I wrote something in all of them.
Okay.
If you have any questions about any, I'll be happy to tell you about them.
All right.
There's a little bit of everything. There's some novels, some short story collections, some comics.
So you do comics and novels?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I bounce back and forth between them.
Okay.
I do a lot of short stories as well. Sometimes you do anthologies with like a little short story in them.
And people can find you on Facebook?
Yep. Actually, if you flip that over, they're all on the back there. But yeah, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever they're calling Twitter this week.
Okay.
Pinterest. I have my own Patreon. I have a website. And all that.
Are these books connected?
Some are. Like the one you're holding there is the first book in a series.
Okay.
The one next to it is book 2. Book 3.
Dante's Showdown.
Yeah. Dante's Reckoning is book 3. It'll be out in March of next year.
It looks like a period drama.
It is a horror western.
Oh.
Imagine if Deadwood from the TV show Deadwood had vampires, werewolves, and other monsters living there as well.
Okay.
And that's the look of it, that gritty kind of. And so it's actually it spun out of the story I did for this book, which is an anthology. I wrote a short story.
Okay.
The Devil's Due is about how when you make a deal with the devil, there's always a price to pay. And it didn't just mean like demon devils. It could be like you make a deal with a mobster.
Right.
You know. But I wrote a story about this little mining town in the Old West, and the guy who founded the town, he was like crawling through the desert. He's out of water. He's out of food. He's about to die, and he cries out, to save me. And so this monster demon says, "Okay, I'll save you, but you're going to owe me."
Oh.
And so he crawls 2 more feet and discovers a gold mine. And suddenly he becomes a land baron and he's rich. He builds a town, and then so here in this, the bill comes due. It's time to pay, but some of the people there don't want to get paid, and so that causes problems. And so it's a nice little short story. The publisher liked it so much. He says, "If you got a novel, I'm sure I can come up with something." And so now it's a series. So,
okay.
So I'm working on book 3 now.
All right.
I also did another short story that will appear in another anthology that's part of it. So. And then my crime books are generally connected. Evil Ways, Snow, Deadly Games, Suicide Bomb, all those live.
Oh yeah, I see. Series 1, Volume 1.
Yeah, but they all
Series 1,
live in
Volume
the
2.
same universe, even though they're
Okay.
separate books. Yeah, like the Snow is one series, the Evil, those are one series, but there are characters, usually the secondary characters, that sometimes cross over. And so it's like one big world. It's a lot of crime fiction and murder mysteries and stuff like that. I like to kill people. It's a lot of fun, But I do that, and then I do comics, and I do media tie-in stuff like Zorro or Kolchak or At the Earth's Core. I have a Lone Ranger coming out later this year.
So you just use those characters with your own stories in it?
Well, you can't just use them. I mean, the publisher has to license them.
Right.
Yeah, and then the publisher hires me to do a story based on whatever character they've licensed.
Okay.
Yeah. So now that one's mine. Main Star is mine.
You do the drawing also?
No.
You got a person that draws?
I work with. I leave the art to the professionals. I can sketch. I can doodle. I can enough to kind of go. Here's what I'm thinking, or here's but not enough to do. What they do with the storytelling.
Right.
Yeah, I know my limitations. So
This is just a card.
Yeah, you're welcome to the cards.
Okay.
Those are just promo cards for the Snow series.
Okay.
And there's also business cards there. You're welcome to, And
We have a YouTube channel. He'll give you a card, and we go to shows, we film, we talk to the various vendors, especially the independent people, or like yourself, and we put it up on our YouTube channel.
It's a nice card. I just did a movie with John Travolta. I'm a part-time actor. I just did.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
There's you may have seen the trailer, Mobland. They just released it a couple days ago.
I don't think so.
It's John Travolta and Stephen Dorff. I play like a fry cook. I'm in like one scene. I'm a fry cook, and Stephen Dorff comes in and kind of,
We saw his
intimidates
movie called The Fan, where he's like this obsessed comic book collector and all of that. That was a good movie. He played a good part because he was like mentally ill.
Yeah. People forgot that he actually can act.
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, they filmed this one up where I live in Winder, and they filmed it up there, and I so it's close to home. So
Hey, how are you?
All right.
And this is all of your stuff.
This is, yes.
All of your. These are stickers or
No,
cards?
they're drawn, hand drawn, or roundlings. I call them just made up roundlings.
Oh, roundlings. Okay. About Time Comics.
Yes. We're a publisher. We do our own stuff.
Oh, these books.
These are all ours. Create our own.
So these go together because I already see volume 1, number
This
1,
is the
2.
singles, and that's the trade paperback over there. Feel free to look through any of it.
This is a nice drawing. This reminds me of the Ragman, on one of the second series of the Ragman. He's on top of the roof. And this look reminds me of that. I like this art style.
We're fortunate to find these people work with us. Ken Hunt providing our covers, and Oscar Yanez and Argentina's doing. I'm the inker.
Oh, okay. You do all the coloring.
I do the inking.
What's the difference between inking and
So you have a
coloring?
penciler send some pencils in, and they send them to me to ink, and I embellish the pencils with black ink or put in the shades.
Oh, okay. So that's for the words.
That's I should see if he has it in this one.
You got to explain it like real Barney style to me now.
Oh, that's quite all right.
Because
Wow.
I've heard of inking and I heard of the colorists, but I never thought that they were separate people. I thought when you say inking, you did all of the coloring.
So you'll have somebody write the story.
Okay.
And then they'll take that and give it to the artist. Some people do all their own. The artist will draw, pencil, whatever. So it sits to the inker, so how pencil looks.
Yeah.
So I'll make those lines black, dark.
Oh, so you kind of like trace it.
Yeah, I'm a glorified tracer.
Okay. I don't mean to make it sound, but I understand
But
what
you
you
do is
mean
you want
then.
to make the artists, you don't want to take away from their style. At the same time, you want to accent.
Okay.
And like if they had 6 fingers, you might want to make them 5 fingers. Stuff like that. So then it'll go to the colorist, then it'll go to the letter, then it goes to the printer.
Okay, I didn't realize that's what inking meant because I just didn't understand that's what that meant. Okay, thank you for explaining that because now when people say I did the inking on this, I realize that means you didn't color it in.
We'll make the darks dark.
Yeah.
So see, sometimes with the blacks, the fill-in blacks, they'll just put X's.
Yeah.
That means that whole section's going to be black or whatever.
Okay. Okay. Now I understand what that means.
I'm like the main inker on for About Time Comics. This is our company. Lee Giles and I started this.
Yeah. I like this artwork because you see some artists nowadays. You like,
All that computer generated stuff, and it looks like a coloring book.
yeah, it
Feel
look like
free to
something a
take
5-year-old did.
Feel free to look through anything.
Like I told him, we got a YouTube page.
I watch it.
Oh, you don't watch it?
Okay.
Oh, okay. So now you know you're going to be on the video. You know we're not going to edit you out. Especially if, after you explained all that, you're definitely going to be in the show. So, can you just
Get that real quick so people can find it.
Yeah. Well, I got the card too. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I watch y'all walking around
And we are back from the Atlanta Comic Convention with our little haul. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have more books than I do, I think. A little bit, just a hair.
Yeah, hair.
But we, and this time, everything we have, it's all bin picks.
Yeah, nothing costs over, I think, $10. Nothing.
No, you had a couple of things. That's why.
That was 15.
Yeah, because she got a couple from our buddy over at the Comics You Love.
Yeah.
But everything else, it was all bin picks.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it'll showcase to you why it is. Guys, it's important to keep an eye out on those bins because you never know what you might find in them.
You have to be patient on the bins because they are not labeled.
It could take a long time.
Yeah, you can spend a couple of hours, but then you end up finding some gems.
Yeah.
So
stuff is...
don't sleep on them bins.
It's out of order. A lot of them, they're not bagged. No bags, no boards. And that's the kind of stuff a lot of times people look and like, I don't want to bother with that.
Or they looking like, man, this stuff is not in even alphabetical order, so they just walk away. But you gotta be diligent.
You never know. So, again, Spidey comics from the Electric Company. Anytime you can find Spidey comics in decent condition, not all like tore up and jammed up, because these were red. These were red back in the day, so you don't find Spidey comics in this kind of shape. So anytime I can come across those, I'll grab them. I got a lot of stuff. Again, these are all bin picks. King Kong from Gold Key, which this one has got some rolling to it. I gotta fix it, but it's a thick book. So you often see this one kind of rolled, but that's a nice one. A couple of the Daredevils from the Death of Elektra, and the Punisher's in there. I think there's a Death of Elektra, right? A couple of those are in there. Number 1 from the Death of Kraven, 1 of 6. Dell Movie Classics. I Aim at the Stars. I Aim at the Stars. That's 4-color. Here's one you never find. Greater Mercury Comics Dark Assassin number 5. That is not a cheap book, actually. That one can get expensive if it's in really good shape, and this one is nice.
You're gonna press it and clean it up?
Yeah, I don't think it even hardly needs it. It's pretty clean. The True Story of Smokey the Bear. But again, this is one that it's really hard to find clean. It's sharp corners, no ticks. This is a really, really nice copy, and it's cut nice and bright. You see this one, and it's usually a wreck. Now, these were cool. And I think this is what, numbers 2, 3, and 4. Not number 1, unfortunately, but yeah, Total War from Gold Key. Great covers on these Total War, and of course, you know, it's got the pin up on the back. Total War. Really nice painted covers on these old Gold Keys. And as you see, there's no bags. No bags, no boards.
Yeah, that's what you're going to find in these little dollar bins.
Yeah. Now, this is something really unique. And I may actually do a flip through on this book. This is a Marvel comic that there is no comic in here. It's all ads. It's all ads in this book. No number. The Superhero Merchandise Catalog. 32 pages of ads. But, you know, cool stuff you'll never see. So I had to grab that. This was just bizarre. Daring Adventures, number 17. You'd have to be daring to dress like this and get into a fight in a toy store. See? Daring Adventures. Dark Horse Presents, number 24. Dark Horse Presents number 24. Harris Comics Cyber Frog #1. Not worth a fortune, but I mean, this one's easily a 9.6 all day. It's real clean. I like weird stuff like that sometimes. Paul Parrott, which is a comic book from a shoe company. But what's really unique about this one, if you know anything about this comic, see this blank space right here? Usually, wherever you got this comic book, it would have the stamp. That's why this place is blank. So where they would normally distribute these, it was stamped with the name of the place and the address right here. This one is blank. Very rare to find. And also, no ticks. This thing is clean as a whistle. This is awesome. Ha! Alf #1. Alf #1. I was shocked to see that in there. Gang War Part 2, The Punisher. It's a desirable book, this one. One of, I think this is from the second series, or the second run of Godzilla from Dark Horse. The pin-up on the back there. Anytime you can find a New England Comics edition copy of The Tick from before they released the cartoon show, that is not a cheap book, especially not in this condition. This is #2, special #2. Peter Parker '99, first cover appearance of The Spot. Guardians of the Galaxy #1, 3 copies that I found in there, and they're all really clean, nice copies. Dell Comics, The Story of Ruth. And there's a ton of like Dell movie kind of things, and just like there's a lot of Gold Key TV show stuff. But this one is so clean, especially for having been sitting in there like this with no bag and no board.
And people rummaging through.
Yeah, I know. I'm surprised it's not torn to bits. And then Dell Comics, Walt Disney's Man in Space Satellites Edition. Just a lot of oddball stuff, things that people would normally overlook. But yeah, for picking through the cheat bins, the we don't give a crap about anything bins, that's some great stuff.
Okay, so it's my turn.
Yeah, absolutely.
And again, I went with a very limited budget. And I was like, this is all I'm going to spend.
My Terrible Romance.
Yeah, so I got a couple of romance books. And like I said, the most I spent was like $15. And everything else came from the little dollar bin, $5 bin or whatever. And that's what I got. And I, of course, got some deals on some stuff. Yep. Got only 2 war books. Didn't get 3. Didn't get a lot of war books. But I picked through the bins. I found some things that I needed to help fill out my run. And I was happy with that. I got this Spider-Man book, and y'all know how I feel about Spider-Man. I am not a fan. But I like patriotic covers, stuff with the American flag on it, skulls. We got this is the Red Skull.
Yeah, that's Red Skull.
Red Skull. Spider-Man looking all worried and everything. It's just to me, it's just a nice cover, and that's why I got this one. And it was in like that dollar bin. Mm-hmm. So a couple of Green Lanterns, because trying to work on that. There's a couple of things I'm trying to work on. Oh, okay. This upside down?
No, yeah, that's the right way.
Got this one. David found this one because this boy is being abused and Spider-Man is rescuing him. Yeah, this is
one of those one of those public service announcement comics that they give away, and that one focuses on child abuse.
And this is Batman I'm collecting, but boy, this thing, I was like, man, this Batman is in really good shape to be in just a bag in the dollar bin.
Yeah.
You know, and a Pizza Hut ad on the back.
Yeah, it's the Pizza Hut giveaway edition, but still, it's like smack new.
And then I was trying to, for a while, I've been trying to put together this Batman Adventures from the cartoon from the 90s.
Yeah.
The Batman cartoon from the 90s. And this guy he didn't have the full run, but he had a lot of them.
Yeah, there's two that'll always be missing.
Yeah.
And it's the first Harley Quinn and the first issue.
I think I got number 1. I found it in the dollar bin.
Did you?
Yeah, because that's the one
Wow.
with the penguin on it, right?
I don't remember. But
I don't remember,
those are
but
the
I do
two that
have
are
it.
usually missing.
Yeah.
That's a nice pin pick, too.
Yeah, and I was surprised this was in there. Because it was a
Supernatural
couple
thrillers.
of books in that bin. And I'm like, wow, why is this in here? And then I got some EC reprint.
Yeah.
And you know, I'll collect reprints for like the EC stuff because to get the original is just like this is out of the question. So I got this one from one. The next few I got from one guy, and I got all of what he had, and he gave me a real good deal on
They're
it.
in nice shape, too.
Yeah, they're in like excellent shape because I looked at them, and I had put it all together, and then I put it back, and I came back and I got them. He was like, yeah, they're all there where you put them. And he gave me a good deal on it, so.
Yeah.
So. Usually people sell it for more than what he had on it. So after I thought about it, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Normally they go for way more than that. So I went back and picked them up. And that's all I got. And I'm happy with what I got. Didn't spend a lot. And I'm just happy with what I have.
Yeah, so again, that's the Atlantic Comic Convention. We go to them often and bring it to you live on video.
Yeah, we talked to some
Semi-live,
vendors, some independents. We talked to a few.
Yeah,
And that was good.
Probably be at the next one as well.
Yeah, they got another one coming up in November. I saw the flyer. Well, they had it written down. I guess they're going to put up a flyer soon. So we'll put that out, let you know. But it is coming up in November. They had that posted.
All right. So were you there? Tell us if you had any luck. Tell us about it in the comment section down below. Please do give the video a thumbs up if you got something out of that. We hope you did. Share it if you can. Subscribe if you're new. All that good stuff. And if that's it, then what more can we say? But thanks for watching. And we will see you again soon.